That's the signature sound of one of the world's great pleasures. How many times does it echo every hour around the globe? And how many corks freed from how many bottles does that represent? Ian McSorley has a pretty fair idea.
There are 13 billion corks manufactured annually from natural cork.
13 billion corks. Ian McSorley's campaign to gather up a tiny fraction of those begins with a visit to participating restaurants and bars in downtown Vancouver and along Commercial Drive, those of whom have embraced his initiative called Put a Cork in It. Gina Ness has her people saving their corks at Havana. This is something I never even gave any thought to, and you probably were the same way, right?
Exactly the same way. It was a great idea, and obviously we wanted to get on board right away as soon as we heard about it.
So on a big weekend here at Havana, how many of these things are getting popped out?
Probably about 20 or so,
right?
I think, yeah.
And prior to this, they would just be going straight into the garbage.
Straight into the garbage, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's been really great.
Well, you know, the Drive is very receptive to any kind of ideas like this, so it just seemed like a natural. We've tried a couple of programs here that were very successful. We recycled our street banners, made those into reusable shopping bags. Mm-hmm. So that kind of inspired this. I thought, well, okay, if we can keep that out of the waste stream, what else could we do?
For now, all those corks go back to North America's only recycling facility in Ontario. But McSorley is convinced that eventually he can expedite matters a little closer to home.
I've contacted a contractor that has laser cutting equipment. Mm-hmm. He can cut these corks into these absolutely consistent thickness wafers. There's another manufacturer of ceramic tiles that has the equipment in place to glue them to the mesh backing. Right. So they could produce these in 1 foot square sheets, just like you would get ceramic tiles, similar to these.
Right.
They would get glued down and grouted just like any other kind of tile.
McSorley says there are enough natural cork groves in the world to produce product for another 200 years. A better option, he says, than the more convenient but less eco-friendly footprint left by the manufacture of artificial corks and aluminum screw caps. What we do with this one small plug of bark, he says, may be enough to get people thinking.
If we can avoid throwing this little thing out, what else can we do? It's true, it does just change people's thinking a little bit, you know, just a couple of degrees.
And that's all you need.
That's the paradigm shift, right? Yeah.